Hey friends, it is time for another Leading Ladies release, which means it is also time for another story behind the stamp video talking about this month's releases. And I'm really excited about it because there are so many ladies and so many awesome things to talk about, and I want to keep this video somewhat short, so I'm just going to dive right in. So this month there are count them, three new leading ladies. We're releasing every other month now, and there have been two up to this point, but we're doing something a little special. For a lot of us, it is coming towards summertime, and we're thinking about vacations, or if you're like me and you're not gonna take a vacation, but you're living vicariously through other people's vacations, you're dreaming about those. So what better time for the leading lady to take a rest, take a break, and get away a bit? So we've got three ladies, and I'm just gonna go ahead and talk through them. It looks like I've got two of one. I'm not excited about her. And then show you what I've been making with them. So the idea behind this release was just getting away a little bit, and whatever that looks like for these leading ladies. And it's kind of different. I know that my idea of a fun getaway is not necessarily the same as my friends, and so it was kind of fun to play around with three different options. So this release, we have the Woodsy lady. So she is outdoorsy, or trying to be. You know, maybe she's a beginner, maybe she's an old pro at camping and hiking, but she's got so much fun stuff with her. So she is sporting her boots and shorts this time, and a little t-shirt. She's got a little puffy vest on. I live in the Pacific Northwest now, so it only seemed fair that she had a puffy vest, because no matter the time of year, a puffy vest is appropriate. She's got a thermos and a water bottle, a little compass there, a flashlight, a lantern. She's obviously very prepared. She's a very smart lady. And she's smart because she's also prepared to roast some marshmallows. If there aren't s'mores involved, then I don't want to go. There is a fun squirrel that she will meet along the way, and a little nut. And then some really punny phrases. I know, it's terrible. My humor is not the best, but I had to with her, right? So we've got wild about you, let's talk some more, bear with me, oh nuts, I miss you, may your troubles take a hike. Ugh, I can use this for myself and for pretty much everyone I know right now. Let's get lost, and my love for you is intense. Get it? Intense? I know, it's not. I'm not a comedian for a million reasons, but this is the Woodsy lady, and she's ready to go. I love this girl. I can't wait to show you what I've made with her, actually. The next one is the beach lady. So maybe the woods aren't your thing, or your friend's thing, but maybe the beach is. That sand and salt water. So the beach lady, she's ready. She's got that bon voyage, and she's got her little ticket in hand. She's probably going somewhere far away. She is wearing a little dress or a cover-up, whatever you want it to be, which has got a lot of nice open space, and I'll talk about why in a minute. She's got a magazine ready to go, some shells that she'll find along the beach along with this little crab. I honestly think the crab might be my favorite part of this release. Is that silly? It is silly. I can't help it. I love this little guy. She's got her fruity drink, a towel, a bag, some SPF. Obviously, she's got that lotion with her. She's smart too. Some sunglasses and a hat. Her phrase is, oh shell yes. Let's see where the wind takes us. This is my resting beach face. Beach please. You can say that a couple different ways, and I think it can take on different meanings. And don't get tied down, that tide of the water. I don't need to tell you what these plays on word means. You know. I can't help it though. So she is sassy. She is just so ready for a break, I think, and that's where some of her sass is coming from. But the beach lady is hilarious and adorable all at the same time. She's sporting some short hair this time, and I love her. And then the last of the ladies is the city lady. Sometimes this is my favorite kind of getaway, going to a really busy city and being quiet in the middle of it. It's amazing how much in the middle of all of that hubbub, you can really be alone. There's a bit of an introvert's dream there, which it doesn't seem like it. And she is chasing her dreams and coffee. She's got a handbag, a shopping bag, a newspaper, some flowers. She probably bought flowers for herself because she knows what's going on. coffee, some sunglasses, this little scarf that can go around her neck or around her wrist. She's got a croissant, and then her sentiments, very sweet tinged. So good news, it's in the bag. Look on the bright side. We're gonna make it after all, which I adore. Keep it colorful, and let's be ladies who lunch. Oh, I missed her little lipstick there. So she's got a little bit of a stylish kind of eyelet trimmed top on with her little skinny pants and some heels this time. So she's gotten herself all dolled up to go to the city, maybe a little shopping, maybe to see a show. She's definitely going to have some treats and coffee and see friends, and that's the kind of vacation that the city lady loves. Or maybe the city lady is just your everyday lady and this is your life, in which case, amazing, kudos to you. So this is the last of the ladies, the city ladies. So we had city, we had beach, and woodsy. So my thought was just get away wherever it is you go and let it be amazing. And then also this release, we have this fun pattern set. These patterns were designed with a couple things in mind. One, there are some larger patterns like this daisy print and this stripe and this crosshatch, these plus symbols, and you can use them in a couple ways. You can use them to make backgrounds for cards, which is awesome. You can also use them, their size so they fit just really cleanly if you wanted to mask off or stamp inside the clothing for the leading ladies. I'm using the beach lady example with her dress, but there are a lot of ladies so far that we've ended up keeping the tops really simple so that some of the phrase stamps can go in, but this is a great way to add pattern to them without having to kind of design your own. There are so many great patterns in here, and they're sized where you can just stamp once to create that design. You can also, though, build your own patterns, and I've done that a lot in my practice, and I'm continuing to do it. There are a lot of smaller pattern building sets in here that, again, are sized so that they're perfect inside of those leading ladies' outfits or bags, but also you could make a background with them. They're really kind of possibilities are endless. We have a lot of little florals and starbursts, a lot of things that will build up to make greater patterns, and they'll layer really, really well. A couple words, hello and love. And then you can see like this little starburst type and this little wedge. Both of those build really well with themselves to create some awesome patterns. So this pattern set is releasing this month as well, and I ended up using it like crazy when I first started playing with these cards. As always, you can also pick up the coordinating dies for those ladies. And so, since I've already spent all that time telling you about these stamps, I'm kind of dying to show you what I've made so far. I just really dove in, so I haven't even done too much. But as always, I've started out by stamping and then coloring a whole bunch of the ladies and their accessories and then cutting them out. This batch method really works for me as a new card maker. Most of you are not new card makers and you've got your own methods, and that's amazing. Right now, this is really helping me to kind of dive in and enjoy the process a little bit more. And I've kind of talked about that in previous months, but I just wanted to show you again, these are the pieces that I have left after creating these. So here's one where, with that beach lady, I used that pattern stamp. I just masked off her dress and gave her this little daisy floral design, and I haven't gone back and colored it in yet, but I will. I do, just to be honest, sometimes set up little scenes with these ladies before they even make it on a card. They're kind of like paper dolls. I can't help it. They're so adorable. So you can see she's already grabbed her purse, which I've masked that little leaf stamp in, and a coffee. And then I actually gave her patterned pants as well. Same kind of masking technique, which I learned on the Ellen Hudson blog. I'm sure we can find a link to it. And in the classroom. And I've just put that pattern on those pants. I actually would really like those pants and that dress. So if anyone can make that possible in real life, please. So yeah, I've got other ladies kind of waiting to go. And then I've got all these little extras so that they're just on hand when I'm ready to make my next card. This I love. I can't believe I haven't used it yet, probably because I love it so much. I used this little kind of floral stamp to mask this bag to make it a floral bag. And this bag is what needs to be in my life, in real life. Where's this bag? So anyways, these are my little pieces so far. I did some that are not colored this time. I thought I would just cut out some extras. I usually color before cutting, but you know, I'm trying new things. Now I want marshmallows. So those are the pieces that I've made so far. The cards that I've made, this hands down is my favorite. I know that it doesn't have a lady on it, but sometimes what's beautiful about these sets is that you get so many accessories that also make awesome cards outside of lady card. So you can really stretch them quite a bit. And I told you my love for this crab is real, and this is proof. This is my resting beach face with the little crabs scampering up. I can be a bit grouchy sometimes, so I feel like this is me. Plus, I'm not a beach person. Heat and sun and sand, the thought of it makes me want to cry. So this crabby resting beach face would be my truth. I've made another simple one just with the accessories again, just to show you the flexibility of the sets. The little newspapers, I made a pattern in the background and then pop some up. And these are two of the sentiments from the City Lady set. Good news, we're gonna make it after all. A lot of, actually I think almost all of my sentiments this time ended up in circles. If Picasso had a blue phase, I'm having a circle phase. And yeah, I just compared that to Picasso, which is kind of sad, but you get the drift. You're gonna see a lot of those sentiments popped up in circles. The City Lady here, and this time I used that pattern stamp to make a background, so kind of a big floral background. So that long vining leaf and then the floral like daisies behind her. I also masked off her pants and gave her a similar pattern, but kind of tone on tone. Hopefully you can kind of see that detail. I love this lady. I love that she's looking on the bright side. This was a really fun one to make. And I definitely had some flubs in stamping. And for me as a newer card maker, I tend to let that stop me and keep going, or without keeping going. But this time I decided just to push ahead, and I love the result. So I think I'm happy with that kind of imperfect nature of this City Lady. Here is the Woodsy lady. I put those binoculars around her neck with a little piece of string. She is getting ready for some s'mores, and she's got her little friend here. And again, I created this background stamp here, or this background pattern with that stripe stamp that's in the pattern set, and I just took colors that are close to the spectrum but a little bit different and just kind of staggered it down. To me it kind of looks like a sunrise or a sunset. Probably a sunset if she's having s'mores, but you never know. She might be a marshmallow for breakfast kind of girl. And then moving to the beach lady. Again, I created a background using one of those pattern stamps. This one layering a couple greens and kind of creating a grid out of it, which ended up being really fun. I was just playing at first, but I decided to keep my play. And she's ready for the beach. Oh, Shell, yes. Love her. And here's another one where I'm using that pattern stamp. You can see the little one going kind of this little sparkle up the edge there. I've got a lot of ideas for that one that I haven't gotten a chance to flesh out, but this one was really fun. She is ready to hit the road. I've put her hat on her, she's got her bag, everything is ready. She again has a design stamped into her dress using that masking technique and that pattern set. And once again, friends, I really want this dress. So essentially I want these stamped ladies' clothes. And if you saw the blog post that I did for Ellen Hudson in the classroom, then you've already seen this one. But this is the kind of off the grid one that I made this time. I wanted to use the Woodsy Lady stamp to make a big statement card for my friend who's going on this big long-term hike. It's her first one, and it's a really big deal for her. And she mentioned to me before she left that it wasn't going to be any big deal. It's not like she was going to get a trophy for it. But friends, I had to give her a trophy. So, and I can't believe I haven't thought about this with the ladies before. And you know I'm going to be doing it, especially with my lips are sealed, but the next ladies that are coming out would be perfect for this. But what I did was I just stamped her and embossed her in a gold outline on top of some kind of golden yellowy paper. So it's kind of just tone on tone, but when it catches the light you can see that glimmer, and that's just a metallic gold embossing powder. This stripe on this bottom piece is that pattern stamp again, and then I pulled out the Crafty Lady Says stamp set to get that big bold sentiment. It's a lot larger than the usual card, but I think it's a perfect thing to offer her as she goes on a great adventure, because that's what the leading ladies are, right? They're adventurers. They're brave and courageous, and not just courageous because they do something big it's because they even dare to dream that that's possible. So they're there at the beginning. So this is the Leading Lady set for June. All of these ladies are available in the Ellen Hudson shop. I hope that you will pick them up and play with them and enjoy them, and I can't wait to see what you make with them. Thanks so much, everybody.